Brace yourself for jaw-dropping knockouts. From earth-shattering uppercuts to precision strikes that rewrite history, join us on a pulse-pounding journey through the most brutal one-shot knockouts. Get ready for a rollercoaster of emotions, where every knockout is a story of triumph. Here are the top 20 most brutal one-shot knockouts. Number 20. Veronica Macedo vs. Chrissy Auden. In a breathtaking display, Veronica Macedo knocked out Chrissy Auden to demonstrate her striking prowess. Macedo's lightning reflexes and pinpoint accuracy put a stop to the bout in the opening round. This triumph showcased Macedo's talent and was a watershed point in her career, inspiring admiration for her devastating knockout punches and paving the way for her continued greatness. Number 19. Jenny Kivioja defeats Jessica Forsland-Reese via KO Round 1. In an electrifying match, Jenny Kivioja faced Jessica Forsland-Reese. The bout was intense from the start. Kivioja displayed remarkable power and precision. With a stunning strike, she secured a knockout victory in the first round. Number 18. Lyoto Machida vs. Thiago Silva, UFC 94. At UFC 94, Lyoto Machida faced Thiago Silva in a battle of undefeated light heavyweights, both fighters coming into the bout with perfect records and high expectations. The fight took place on January 31st, 2009 and was highly anticipated for its potential title implications in the light heavyweight division. Machida, known for his elusive karate-based fighting style, utilized his speed, timing, and precision striking to control the distance and pace of the fight. Number 17. Anderson Silva vs. Vitor Belfort, UFC 126. One of the most iconic knockouts in MMA history occurred when Anderson Silva faced Vitor Belfort. Silva's front kick to Belfort's face was a moment of pure martial arts mastery, stunning fans and fighters alike. This knockout not only defended Silva's middleweight title, but also showcased his striking creativity, influencing fighters for years to come. Number 16. Aaron Pico vs. Justin Lim, Bellator 183. Aaron Pico's left hook that sent Justin Lim to the canvas was a defining moment for the young prospect. After a disappointing professional debut, Pico bounced back with a highlight reel knockout that showcased his boxing skills and hinted at his potential to become an MMA star. Number 15. Holly Holm vs. Alana Jones, Legacy FC 21. Before Holly Holm became a household name in the UFC, she delivered a stunning head kick knockout against Alana Jones at Legacy FC 21. This fight was a clear display of Holm's exceptional striking skills, which she later carried into her UFC career, leading to her famous victory over Ronda Rousey. The knockout against Jones was a precursor to Holm's devastating head kick technique, marking her as a formidable striker in women's MMA. Number 14. Mark Hunt vs. Frank Mir, UFC Fight Night 85. Mark Hunt's knockout of Frank Mir was a classic example of his walk-off style, where Hunt confidently turned his back, knowing the fight was over the moment his punch landed. This knockout is emblematic of Hunt's raw power and his ability to end fights with a single hit, making him a legend in the heavyweight division. Number 13. Patricio Pitbull vs. Michael Chandler, Bellator 221. The moment Patricio Pitbull's fist connected with Michael Chandler, it wasn't just a win, it was history being made in Bellator. This knockout crowned Pitbull as a double champion and was a testament to his power and skill, showcasing his dominance in the sport and altering the landscape of Bellator's lightweight and featherweight divisions. Number 12. Lyoto Machida vs. Vitor Belfort, UFC 224. Lyoto Machida's front kick knockout of Vitor Belfort was both a work of art and a brutal end to the fight. This moment was reminiscent of Anderson Silva's famous front kick on Belfort, with Machida executing his version flawlessly. It was a knockout that highlighted Machida's karate-based style and precision, leaving fans in awe of his technique and timing. Number 11. Demetrius Johnson vs. Adriano Moraes, One Championship. Demetrius Johnson's low-flying knee knockout with a punch in the rematch against Adriano Moraes was nothing short of spectacular. It was a high-flying maneuver that underscored Johnson's incredible skill set and creativity inside the cage. This knockout not only avenged his earlier loss to Moraes, but also reaffirmed Johnson's status as one of the all-time greats in mixed martial arts. Number 10. Anthony Rumble Johnson vs. Glover Teixeira, UFC 202. Anthony Rumble Johnson's uppercut knockout of Glover Teixeira was a showcase of his terrifying power. Just seconds into the fight, Johnson landed a punch that instantly ended the contest, emphasizing his reputation as one of the most fearsome strikers in MMA history. This knockout remains a highlight reel favorite, epitomizing the knockout power Johnson possessed. Number 9. Kamaru Usman vs. Jorge Masvidal, UFC 261. Kamaru Usman's knockout of Jorge Masvidal was a statement victory. Known for his wrestling, Usman silenced critics of his striking ability with a powerful right hand that floored Masvidal. This win was significant, proving Usman's evolution as a complete fighter and solidifying his position as one of the welterweight division's best. Number 8. Michael Bisping vs. Dan Henderson, UFC 100. Dan Henderson's knockout of Michael Bisping at UFC 100 captivated spectators and became one of the sport's most legendary moments. The H-bomb, Henderson's knockout, was a power and timing coup. However, the spectacular follow-up punch as Bisping lay on the canvas highlighted the enmity and the fight's emotional intensity. MMA's ferocious competition and raw, uncensored drama are shown in this moment over and over. Fight fans will never forget this knockout, a testimony to both combatants' legacy and UFC's unforgettable events. Number 7. Francis Ngannou vs. Alistair Overeem, UFC 218. Francis Ngannou's uppercut knockout of Alistair Overeem at UFC 218 is a moment etched in the annals of UFC history, celebrated for its raw display of power and ferocity. The impact of Ngannou's punch, which lifted Overeem off his feet, became an immediate symbol of Ngannou's destructive potential within the heavyweight division. This victory not only propelled Ngannou towards a title opportunity, but also solidified his reputation as one of the most fearsome strikers in the sport. Number 6. Conor McGregor vs. Jose Aldo, UFC 194. The fight between Conor McGregor and Jose Aldo at UFC 194 will forever be remembered for its abrupt and dramatic conclusion, marking one of the fastest knockouts in UFC title fight history. McGregor, with precise timing and unparalleled accuracy, landed a left hand that ended Aldo's decade-long unbeaten streak in just 13 seconds. Number 5. Jorge Masvidal vs. Ben Askren, UFC 239. Jorge Masvidal's flying knee knockout of Ben Askren just 5 seconds into their fight at UFC 239 is the fastest knockout in UFC history. This knockout was not just swift, but also shocking, as Masvidal launched himself at Askren from the opening bell, landing a perfectly timed knee to Askren's head. Number 4. Paul Daley vs. Brennan Ward, Bellator 170. Paul Daley's flying knee knockout of Brennan Ward at Bellator 170 was a breathtaking display of timing and athleticism. Daley, known for his striking power, took to the air to land a knee that sent Ward crashing to the mat. This knockout not only showcased Daley's knockout power, but also his ability to execute spectacular techniques in high-pressure situations. It's a knockout that stands out in Bellator history for its sheer brutality and spectacle. Number 3. Stipe Miocic vs. Fabricio Verdum, UFC 198. Stipe Miocic's knockout of Fabricio Verdum to claim the heavyweight title at UFC 198 was a masterclass in counterpunching. As Verdum aggressively pursued Miocic, Stipe backpedaled before landing a pinpoint right hand that dropped Verdum in his tracks. This knockout was not just about the power, but the precision and timing under pressure, which crowned Miocic as the new heavyweight champion. Number 2. Amanda Nunes vs Chris Cyborg, UFC 232. Amanda Nunes' knockout of Chris Cyborg at UFC 232 was a historic moment for women's MMA. Facing the fearsome Cyborg, Nunes displayed her incredible power by overwhelming Cyborg with a barrage of punches, culminating in a knockout just 51 seconds into the first round. This victory established Nunes as the first woman to hold UFC titles in 2 weight classes simultaneously. The knockout was a shock to the MMA world, proving Nunes' status as the most powerful striker in women's MMA and cementing her legacy as one of the greatest female fighters of all time. Number 1. Juan Manuel Marquez vs Manny Pacquiao, the 4th fight. In the 4th and final meeting, Juan Manuel Marquez delivered a stunning knockout against Manny Pacquiao, solidifying one of boxing's greatest rivalries. Marquez, who had been seeking a decisive victory over Pacquiao after 3 controversial fights, landed a powerful right hand that sent Pacquiao face first to the canvas in the 6th round. This knockout was not only brutal, but also deeply significant, marking a dramatic climax to their storied rivalry. As we end our trip through the most amazing knockouts in fighting history, we're left amazed by the power and skill these fighters show. Thanks for being with us to see these unforgettable moments. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe for the latest in combat sports. Next up, don't miss top 15 most scary knockouts of 2023 you must see. Click to watch and dive into the action.